Hello guys, so Jerry speaking. Welcome to Bedtime Stories episode number 378. Today we read you King Charles III, Little Gold Biography book. So let's read it down, shall we? So we got for us. It's written by Jed Arena, illustrated by Monique Dong. Published by a Golden Book New York release. Copyright 2023, already reserved. Should I put this on hold until, let's just say, 2024 or something like that for King Charles I, something like that. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Charles I waited for a whole life to be king. On November 14th, 1948, Charles Philip Arthur George was born in Buckingham Palace in London, England. Okay? His mother, Elizabeth, was a princess. Wow. His grandfather, George VI, was king of the United Kingdom. Makes sense in any way. Just hours after being born, baby Charles was whisked away to the ballroom. Okay? The people in the palace wanted to see the new prince. Good enough. So, there you go. That makes more sense in any way. So, there you go. Next page. Anyway, when he was 3 years old, his mother became queen. They made Charles Queen Elizabeth II's oldest child. Next in line was for the throne. One day, he became king. Okay? Charles' parents were very busy. Still, his mother taught him to ride horses. His father, Prince Philip, taught him to get the fish. Mostly, his grandma and Nanny raised him. Wow. Charles loved being outside, okay? He wrote the names of trees and wildflowers. He played games with his little sister Anne, okay? Spent time in his grandmother's house. He fed cows, climbed his hay bales, and watched pigs. So adorable with pigs like this. So, makes sense in any way, and it all makes sense. So, there you go. Next page. Anyway. As a boy, Charles was shy, thoughtful, and a little awkward. He was sick a lot. People would tease him because he eats stuck out. His ears stuck out. Excuse me, Miss Book. Anyway. Too much information right there. But yeah. Worry it was tough, it wasn't tough enough. His father sent him away to school. Yes, anyway. First to a private school in the country, and then at age 13 to Gornsome in the far part of Scotland. Wow. Philip was built a character. After all, it was the same school he had gone to. Students have to sleep with the windows open. Even in the winter, some boys woke up with snow on the beds. Wow. Every morning, they ran a mile before breakfast. The showers were cold. The school served lots of boiled potatoes for lunch and dinner. Worst of all, boys picked on young Prince. Yes. Charles hated it there, but it was tough on it at ours. Wow. Can it make more sense to anybody? Just do something about it. Next page. Anyway. In 1969, Queen Elizabeth kept a promise from years earlier and made Charles the Prince of Wales. Good enough. To prepare, he stayed in Wales for 10 weeks. Good. Studying Welsh culture and history. 500 million people around the world watched on television, and he kept kneeling on the red pillow. His mother placed a crown in his head. He gave a speech, part of it in Welsh, okay? Charles looked at the king that day. How long would he have to wait to be king? Who knows? Maybe it makes more sense in any way. So, do something about it. So, there you go. Next page. Anyway, Charles gave his college degree, served in the Royal Air Force and the Royal Navy. He learned to fly jets and helicopters and command a type of ship called a minesweeper, okay? He completed in a lot of polo matches, a sports playing horseback. He skied, he windsurfed, he drove a sports car. Some newspaper called him Action Man, okay? Charles enjoyed acquire hobbies as well, like reading, fishing, dancing, and painting. Makes more sense to me, ladies and gentlemen. So, there you go. Next page. Anyway, Charles liked having fun, but he also wanted to make a difference. He started a charity with money he earned from serving the Navy. The Prince Trust helped troubled young people, teach them skills to get good jobs. Over the years, Charles built the Prince Trust into powerful force, okay? He commanded rock stars to play benefit concerts, good enough. He raised money from movie stars, which I'm a filmmaker by the way. And at the same time, his work with the royal family kept him on the move. He met presidents and prime ministers, good enough. He traveled all over the world. People began asking anyway. Would Prince Charles ever settle down and get married? I don't know yet. It was 1981. Come on now, people. Next page. Anyway, when he was 32 years old, Charles asked Diana Spencer to marry him. She was 13 years younger than him. They hadn't dated long and didn't know each other well, but she was very pretty, came from a good family. They met, they went like a fairy tale. Charles wore his Royal Navy uniform. Diana wore a beautiful gown. They rode a horse-drawn carriage. Soon Diana gave birth to his son, William, Charles' first child. One day, William will be king after his father. Okay. 2 years later, his second son, Harry, was born. Good enough. Now I'm making with the history to good enough. So there you go. Next page. Anyway, Charles and Diana didn't have a happy marriage. Charles liked the countryside. Diana loved London and city's life. Charles laughed around Charles' small circle of friends and family. Diana lived up around new people. Ever since he was a baby, people have fought to see Prince Charles. Now Diana got more attention than he did. They spent more than time apart. Charles shared his love in nature. When William Harry, he built them a tree house with a thatched roof. Good enough. Their mom took them to movie theaters and amusement parks. Good enough. Several years later, Charles and Diana got a divorce. Wow. Saddens me, I know. It was in 1997 that Diana had a car crash and passed. So that had to make more sense in any way. Next page. Meanwhile, Charles found his own path as royal. His mother, the Queen, kept her opinions to herself. Charles didn't. He warned the public about the global warming. Good enough. He urged farmers to return to simpler methods and avoid using chemicals in their crops. He showed them how to return their private home into an urban farm. He spoke out about the I can't pronounce that, sorry. Instead, he planned his idle village and started his construction. Parbury got lots of green space, widened streets, small houses, shops, and town squares. Some of these houses weren't let to people without much money. Charles called Parbury the project of his lifetime. Good enough. I don't think it makes sense to you, but it just makes sense. How to make more difference anyway. Next page. Then tragedy struck the family. Princess Diana died in a car accident in Paris. Charles felt that loss deeply in for his sons. William, 15, and Harry, 12, honored his mother by walking the 1 mile funeral while in front of thousands of people mourned their favorite princess. Charles, his father, Philip, and their uncle walked alongside them. It was a sad moment from 1960. I was only 2 years old when this happened during this tragedy, but that just terrifies me, I know. It makes sense, so there you go. Next page. Anyway, in 2005, older and wiser Prince Charles married again. He and Camilla Parker Bowles have been friends for many years. This time the marriage was a happy one. Good enough. Princess Charles watched his sons grow up, married and have 5 children and they're old. As the Queen got older, Charles took over more of his mother's duties. She passed away over it's very well and full life. Good enough. Which is saddens me, I know, excuse me, okay, anyway. Having served as Queen for 70 years. Wow. Queen Elizabeth II was 90-something years old. It was saddens me. I did tribute to her on my Friday show at that time frame. It was saddens me. Now, the last page of the book says this. And I'm not going to say May 6, 2023. You needed to postpone it back to another day. Come on now. Charles was 3 years old when his mother became queen. At 73, he was the oldest person in British history to take the throne. On May 6, 2023, it's supposed to be 2024, something like that. He was he was crowned King of England. After waiting a lifetime, Prince Charles became King Charles III. I don't know about you, just wait until next year to do this. So there you go. So that was King Charles III, a little golden book biography. I don't know what to say, my brain just felt like farting, that day. So there you go. It should be said to be continued on the being thrown day, something like that. We'll just see what happens. That was this Bedtime Stories episode for today. July 21st, 2023, episode number 378. Hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned. Next one's going to be 2 more brand new episodes, Bedtime Story episodes, and then we'll do 2 more episodes for 381 and 383. I have that out of the way, so we'll see what happens. Now, excuse me, I gotta add 2 more projects and be able to get ready to do a mini podcast extravaganza stream. Because after this is over, I really need to have some serious conversation with Remix. Because I don't know what to say next, but this is not going to be an easy one. This is going to be a thing. Till next time, so Joe's Bobby, so baby, come on, Sue, to say out. See ya.